There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. The Arctic trails have their secret tales that would make your blood run cold. The Northern Lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was that night on the merge of Lake Labage. I cremated Sam Magee. Now, Sam Magee was from Tennessee, where the cotton blooms and blows. Why he left his home in the South to roam around the pole, God only knows. He was always cold, but the land of gold seemed to hold him like a spell. Though he'd often say in his homely way,
"I'd sooner live in hell."
On a Christmas day, we were mushing our way over the Dawson Trail. Talk of your cold. Through the parka's fold it stabbed like a driven nail. If our eyes we'd close, then the lashes froze till sometimes we couldn't see. Wasn't much fun. The only one to whimper was Sam Magee. That very night, as we lay packed tight in our robes beneath the snow, the dogs were fed. The stars overhead were dancing heel and toe. He turned to me and,
"Captain, I'll cash in this trip, I guess. And if I do, I'm asking you won't refuse my last request."
well, he seemed so low I couldn't say no. Then he says with a sort of moan,
"It's the cussed cold. It's got right hold, and I'm all chilled clean right through to the bone. You think me I'm dead? No, it's my awful dread of the icy grave that pains. So I want you to swear, foul or fair, you cremate my last remains."
Pal's last need is a thing to heed, so I swore I would not fail. We started on at the streak of dawn. God, he looked ghastly pale. He crouched on the sleigh and he raved all day of his home in Tennessee. Before nightfall, a corpse was all that was left to Sam Magee. There wasn't a breath in that land of death, and I hurried, horror-driven, with a corpse half hid that I couldn't get rid because of a promise given. It was lashed to the sleigh, and it seemed to say,
"You may tax your brawn and brains, but you promise true that it's up to you to cremate those last remains."
Now a promise made is a debt unpaid, and the trail has its own stern code. In the days to come, though my lips were dumb, and my heart how I cursed that load, in the long, long night by the lone firelight, while the huskies round and ring howled at their woes to the homeless snows, oh God, how I loathe that thing. And every day that quiet clay seemed too heavy, and heavier it grew. And on I went, till the dogs were spent and the grub was getting low. The trail was bad, and I felt half mad, but I swore I'd not give in. And I'd often sing to the hateful thing, and it hearkened with a grin. Till I came to the marge of Lake Labage, and a derelict there lay. It was jammed in the ice, but I saw in a trice it was called the Alice May. And I looked at it, and I thought a bit, and I looked at my frozen chum. And, "Here," said I with a sudden cry, "is my crematorium." Some planks I tore from the cabin floor, and I lit the boiler fire. Some coal I found that was lying around, and I heaped the fuel high. The flames just soared, the furnace roared,
blaze you seldom see. I burrowed a hole in the glowing coal, stuffed it, Sam Magee, and I made a hike, for I didn't like to hear him sizzle so. And the heavens scowled, and the huskies howled, and the wind began to blow. It was icy cold, but the hot sweat rolled down my cheeks, and I don't know why. And the greasy smoke in an inky cloak went streaking down the sky. I do not know how long in the snow I wrestled with grisly fear. The stars came out and they danced about, here again, and I ventured near. I was sick with dread, but I bravely said, I'll just take a peep inside. I guess he's cooked. It's time I looked. And the door I opened wide. And there sat Sam, looking cool and calm, in the heart of the furnace roar. And he wore a smile you could see a mile, and he said, Please close that door. It's fine in here, but I greatly fear you let in the coldness storm. Since I left Plumtree down in Tennessee, it's the first time I've been warm. There are strange things done in the midnight sun. But a man who moiled for gold, the Arctic trails have their secret tales that would make your blood run cold. The Northern Lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was that night on the marge of Lake Labarge. Like I made it, Sam Magee.